Cincinnati's poverty rate is higher than the national average.
In fact, Cincinnati has a higher poverty rate than Chicago, than St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Columbus. 9 on Your Side reporter Chris Riva is here now with what it's like to be part of the working poor in Cincinnati.
Each week at St. Francis Seraph Church in Over the Rhine, they bag more than 600 lunches for day laborers and other members of the working poor. At the Free Store Food Bank, their services over the last 5 years have doubled, and more than 45% of those that they help have held a job within the last 12 months. Federal guidelines stating a poverty rate for the family of 4 is just over $24,000 in the U.S. And for that same family of 4 to get out of the poverty levels, they must make more than double that. That's a 200% increase. There is no doubt it's difficult to work yourself out of becoming a member of the working poor, but there is help.
A rare, quiet moment for Nakia Rutland. She's studying for her college course at Mount St. Joseph.
My goal is to finish school, any means necessary.
This after the mother of 4 worked overnights before racing home to get her kids out the door for school, before she goes to class herself.
You put a lot of time into trying to keep your head above water, and sometimes you're still barely able to make it, to maintain. But all I know is that I can't give up.
Nakia's held the same job for 7 years with little opportunities to advance.
But I think the only time that you fail is when you don't, when you give up. So I just felt like it was time for me to expand and do more.
Nakia came here to Cincinnati Works.
How's work going?
Plan is to get a degree in social work and ultimately a higher paying job.
Most people think that poor people don't work and that they don't have a work ethic and then they don't have a work history, and that is not true. But they're underemployed. They have far more to give and far more skills to use, but this is all that they can get at this time.
Currently, there are about 200 other people in this program like Nakia.
First, you have to be willing and able to actually work a plan. And that's what was fascinating about Nakia that we just talked about. When she came here, she was, kind of broken.
It could take years to reach economic stability. CityWorks says anywhere between 4 to 8 to work yourself above the poverty level.
I have to be able to provide for my children. Giving up is not an option. So I just have to continue to make plans for myself to make things better.
Once again, Cincinnati Works says that there is help. You just have to be dedicated to working yourself above the poverty level. In Cincinnati, Chris Riva, 9 on Your Side.